Hello, welcome to the channel. Trying to look at the camera here. Look, I've never done this or anything like this before, so please bear with me. As it says in the title, I need a meeting. This is something I've been carrying around for a long time, and I can't do it anymore. Doing this. Hopefully you can hear me and see me. Instead of doing AA to do recovery, I chose the route of going to church and doing like a church-centered type recovery thing for a little while, and that disbanded and kind of evaporated. And I'm not going to look at the camera a lot. It's just me. It's how, I think I'm probably partially autistic, just never been officially diagnosed. But anyway, and I don't normally sound like this. I'm very hoarse right now, just getting over a cold. I tested for COVID 3 times, negative all 3 times. Okay, so here goes. I eventually ended up in a cult. I was there for 10 years, and toward the end, somebody that had been there since I had, or maybe before, she used to sit in front of me, and the church meetings were long, and it was one of those Pentecostal things, and the big thing was laughter, holy laughter, if any of you are familiar with that. And this woman would be just trying to work herself up into laughter with a very fake laugh. And sitting behind her, I could smell the alcohol on her breath. And I wanted to reach out to her. I never did. You always think you're going to get enough time to figure out your way in. But the thing is, she was being handled by the leaders of that church. And there were eyes on her at all times. I don't think she ever had a moment's privacy. She couldn't buy anything without them intervening and saying, don't buy that, because they wanted her to be giving money to the church, supporting the church. And that's just the truth. I know that because I tried to sell her a vacuum cleaner when I was a vacuum cleaner salesman. Used to sell Rainbow vacuums briefly. And she was ready. I did my whole presentation, and she was ready to buy. And the second in line in charge said, no, you don't need to do that. So she, got back with me and told me that so-and-so had said, not to do it. And so she didn't do it. So that's how I know that. Anything that I'm saying here is not hearsay. It's things that I personally observed, personally witnessed, personally heard. Okay. Sorry, my throat's dry. I'm shaking, y'all. She eventually ended up in the hospital. I don't know what she was in there for, but she was basically dying. I am assuming it was her liver. I don't know. After she died, the pastor talked about how they, did all this stuff and got her into heaven, kind of like sliding into, home base or whatever. I can't use his words because they were his words, and it's been That would have been like 2008, 9 maybe. I don't think it was any earlier than 2008. It might if 2007 at the earliest. And as soon as he said what he said about quote unquote getting her into heaven, I had a very clear visual of what that looked like. And it was awful. He basically tormented that woman. And it sounds like he did so up until her very last breath. I don't know how I'm going to forgive him for that. I don't. And I don't know how I'm going to forgive myself for not reaching out because I'd been there. I am an alcoholic. I'd been there. I'd been there. And, anyway, that's why I needed a meeting. I'm going to sign off now. Thank you for watching. I'll be back on later this afternoon and I'll be dressed better. These are my barn clothes and I have a blanket on me because it's cold in this room. All right, y'all. Thank you.